Hey everybody, OJ Bird here. I got a little bit of something for you about them regulators and on them air venturis. All that stuff that I did, it worked. But I had one more step after I seen it I had to do, because I opened the regulator up too fast, and it went to like 1700 or something like that. But I'll tell you about that fix. Okay, y'all can see that this was taped at 3 o'clock this morning. I shot it a few times. Okay, so it's at 4,000, a little, just a touch under. Now that's the field pressure. Now for the good part. Y'all gonna shit on this one. Level, that's good right there. It ain't going nowhere. All right, y'all see up in there? I finally went to bed about 5 o'clock this morning. Can y'all tell that is roughly 1,500 PSI on the reg pressure? All right, the cocker, get back on her. Dry fired her. Takes it just a touch. Takes about, I don't know, maybe I should have timed it, but I didn't. At 1,200 right now, and fixing to be, anyways, it takes about 30 seconds, and it does its thing. And you should, wait a few seconds in between shots anyways. Now, for the rest of the story, okay, I had no leaks overnight. No leaks overnight. All good. But I've done this before. You know how you can't screw the reg in under pressure? Okay? You can't screw, you're not supposed to, because you'll jack it up. You flatten out the bevel washers. All right, well, here's what you do. You cock your gun, okay? All right. The gun's cocked, and you have a screw, your flathead right here on your screw, because when you shoot it, I'll go the other way. Because when you shoot it, what happens to the pressure? It drops. So you can actually take this one like I did, and I tweaked it just a 1/16 of an inch, maybe an 1/18, and then left it alone. Then it came up to the 1,500 PSI. Do y'all understand that? I took the pressure off of the regulator and tweaked it back in. And then once it sits, it'll get to whatever it's set at now. It may be set lower. I didn't mess with it no more after that. I might have set it lower, but I know it's below 1,000. So we'll, it's about 800. That's what I was going to tell. It went way down just by doing that with cocking it, shooting it. As soon as the reg pressure drops and you want to screw it in to like fine tune your gun, you can tweak it just a little bit at a time. And see, I'm at 1,200, 1,300 right now. I guess I could tweak it more open, but I mean barely. You know, opens counterclockwise. But be careful not, you'll see what I'm talking about, because as soon as I hit pressure after I shot it, and that pressure of the regulator dropped down, as soon as I pulled the trigger, I put a little pressure on the screwdriver, and next thing you know, it tweaked. And when I mean tweaked, it might have went a 1/16, maybe an 1/8 of an inch. I didn't mark it. I wasn't thinking about that shit. I was just trying something. Anyways, I done it again before I quit at 5 o'clock this morning. There's a high-flying plane. But anyhow, everything's working. See, right now we're at like, looks to me to be like, since I did that, about 1,300 PSI, so maybe I can just barely tweak it. But if it goes over by chance, I'm gonna cock the damn gun, shoot it, and tweak the regulator in just that slight smidgen of a little bit. What did I say? 12, 13. If it holds there for a little while, dang, I threw my famous tape away. If it holds there for a little while at that 1,300, then I'll take my screwdriver and I'll tweak it open. If I overdo it, then I'm gonna cock the gun, put my screwdriver on it, all right, pull the trigger, and as soon as the reg pressure drops, you can tweak it. I probably could have went a little bit more tweaking, but I just wanted to barely, you know what I'm saying? But the polishing part and all that is just making the dadgum thing seat flat on the bevel washers, and then polishing the shaft. And I changed one on the long little stem. I put a fat O-ring on there, but it was too fat, so I went down to the next one and the next one, and finally I found one that fit. I had to cut the other one off, but luckily I have an O-ring change-out kit. So, mi amigos, with that being said, there's basically no creep left because of the regulator. Oh, and I took a Q-tip and went down in that hole, that regulator screws, and I put liquid Teflon on the seal back to the cap, so in case I ever have to, God, Lord forbid, no, I just take just a few minutes. It's a 2-hour job. That's about what I got when I started and when I finished at like 1:30ish or some shit like that. It was a 2-hour job just to get the regulator like that. That's not, and getting it cleaned up real good and cleaning the hole out on the gun. That wasn't putting it back in the gun and checking the airing it back up to 4350 and shooting it a little bit. And I seen no difference to the increase to the 1,500 that we had when we started. I didn't ever see that until 5 o'clock this morning. I get up at 5. I don't know. Anyhow, this is Jaybird. Something to look forward to next couple of days. If I see any different kind of change to the Air Venturi Avenger regulators, then I'll get back with you. But I mean, I don't know. If it's taking a long time to return, like this seems to be doing, it's almost 14. I'm going to tweak it. I'll give it another 5 minutes and then I'm going to tweak it. And we'll see what goes on from there. But other than that, when I start shooting the gun again with those 10.03 knockouts, I'm going to take my hammer spring all the way out. Then I'm going to shoot until I get to 9.25, 9 something like that, and then finish tuning the gun. And the coy moderator by DFL is, y'all heard it, or back up the video and you can hear it. Pretty daggum awesome. So one that worked with this gun, it made it super accurate. My Tatsu, my Ronin, and all them other ones I have, not so good. Just that one. But anyhow, y'all take care until next time. And if I find out anything between now and dark, because the mosquitoes are bad, I sure will let y'all know. Turn off.